What up? It's your boy T-Bear and Reaction. For today's Music Monday, if I've been saying with some of my Music Monday stuff already, RP to Paul Rubin, aka Pee Wee Herman Doe, who was an age icon as well too, along with another dynamic duo who was a big in the '80s for their pop hit song, who was launched the career of one iconic '80s superstar as well too, and that's Jordan Michaels, and that's none other than Wham. If you have not already, definitely check out the Wham documentary on Netflix. It was just beautiful from beginning to end. It's going from the start of Wham to the end of Wham, leading before the big hit solo career of George Michael Doe. But we have the second half of Wham, that is Andrew Ridgeley, who breaks down the biggest hits of Wham. Sadly, George Michael is no longer with us. I remember me breaking that news as well too. So anyway, here's Wham's greatest music video as Andrew Ridgeley breaks down the biggest hits. Let's get it. All right, sorry about that. We won't get to it.
The assistant director came in and the table had been set, and each of the glasses had been filled absolutely to the brim with red wine. My good friend David Ridler proceeded to drink every single glass of wine. Hi, I'm Andrew Ridgeley, and this is my video rewind on Smooth.
Young Guns, their first joint, their very first video.
The Young Guns video was shot in a club just off Piccadilly. Apparently it was the Churchill Club. This was the first hit, second video, but first hit, with really impressively professional graphics. By the look of things, tedious is what they are. Really tedious. The fees were so high they had to justify them somehow, so they dragged them out all day. Sony, CBS back then, in actual fact, Innovision it was, our record company, had us going around the country doing these PAs at various clubs to try and promote the records.
That dance was
and
nice.
So we routine these, or at least conceive these dance routines as a way to present the music without having to put together a live band. That's how the little routines for Wham Rap, Young Guns and Bad Boys came about. And Shirley, because Shirley was my girlfriend, and DC Lee because we needed a fourth girl.
DC Lee. Wham!
This one remarkably makes Young Guns look professional, but we shot it in, I think it was shot in Twickenham. We'd worked with the directors on storyline, some videos more than others. We had more input on some than others.
Hold on a second, get a little interruption, give me a quick second. Alright, I'm back, let's get it.
Club Trop would have been an example of that. That was largely well, we'll come to it, won't we? They're not quite like music videos one sees these days, are they? She looks so absolutely amateur. I mean, it's hilarious.
Club Chocolate Canada.
Yeah, Club Trop was more like it. The singing itself was a step change away from the sort of trilogy that Wham Rap, Young Guns and Bad Boys represented.
Yeah.
Club Trop was an entirely different kettle of fish, and it was far more Wham. The shackles were off, and we were able really just to be ourselves, which was just kids having a good time. We were young men by this time, really. There's a bit of a difference in the look and the sort of general image. We'd been at it for a year at that point, so we were looking a wee bit more professional. It's an iconic video, obviously. The song itself lent itself to a contextualization of this sort, in sun, sea and glamour. So it's a video that works particularly well in context of that song. It was a nice few days in Ibiza, that's for sure. The last Christmas actually was probably the one that was the biggest hoot. We had a very nice few days in Pikes in Ibiza, it must be said. Our director Duncan Gibbons, unfortunately no longer with us, but a nice little thread that or at least twist at the end, you know, to this sort of story of youngsters and youngsters holidaying abroad and budding romance.
Here we go.
Yeah, we shot this at Shepperton. I think it was a fairly big soundstage. It might have been the Brixton Academy. Not 100% sure actually. Probably a studio. Neon was big, becoming a fashion craze in that sort of late 83, 84. So we utilised that. We went black and white for the first half of the video, and then neon. But it's Andy Morahan. I think this was the first video that Andy directed for us, and Andy directed went on to direct I think all of our videos subsequent to Wake Me Up. At this point in time we'd had a #1 album, but Wake Me Up came out as a single. It was the first single after Club Tropicana. There was a big hiatus because of our dispute with Innovision.
Oh yeah.
And the track itself.
Yeah. That documentary, like, damn, sad that people always go through a lot of, like, you know, financial issue with their earlier releases as well too. New Edition went through it, and many others well too. They almost kind of with the same situation. New Edition, I mean, had big hits, but didn't get but all the money, and didn't see a bit of the money of it because everything was spent on the concerts and everything else for the promotion and all that, and they couldn't get a cent out of it. So yeah.
We'd been working on a track called Wham Shake, which wasn't going anywhere. It had stalled. We'd stalled with its songwriting, and it just didn't have the essential sort of grab and energy to it. And then Yog came up with this after seeing a.
In case you wondering who created Wonder Man, that was his nickname for George Michael. Like I said, watch the documentary, you'll get it though, because his nickname for George Michael's was York. It was pretty cool, pretty cute.
A note that I pinned on my bedroom door, and I made a spelling mistake. I put "Wake Me Up," and so I wrote "Before You Go." He picked up on that and came up with this. What is one of the best pop songs of its time, and it's still got fantastic vibrancy. It's a really well crafted pop song, really good sounding record. It's our first #1. And a pretty good video to boot. I think it certainly gets across the sort of vibrancy and energy that the song embodies. Well, I think we'd seen the t-shirts from Fashion Magazine perhaps, or really can't remember, and we felt that was a really good sense of what Wham was really all about, you know, that the sort of lust for life and youthful exuberance and energy. We had a Choose Wham t-shirt as well at some point that we produced. It was a good statement, and I think it certainly worked for us with Go-Go.
Last Christmas, one of my favorite Christmas songs. It was that beat though.
Yeah, Last Christmas. Really good storyline.
Oh man, you definitely gotta watch the documentary for this full story of this one though.
In so far as a group of friends going away for a ski holiday, and the idea of which is embodied in the actual song itself of a lost or a Christmas romance. Again, another, like Club Tropicana, a video that is so much a part of the song. It was shot in Saas-Fee in I think late November of 1984, and Saas-Fee because Saas-Fee is one of the highest resorts in Europe, so it's fairly certain that we were going to get snow. The mistake that was made around the dinner table was that they actually put wine in the wine glasses. When we arrived into the chalet, and the assistant director came in and said, no, it's going to look like you've been here having lunch, you're halfway through lunch. So my good friend David Ridler proceeded to drink every single glass of wine, drained every glass.
Oh my God! And
so things got really quite ribald through the rest of the through the rest of the shoot. And I
I heard. Yeah, that document they said they got a little saucy during that. Now in my own term, but not their term, but you know what I mean. They got a little saucy during the shoot, man. It was funny.
actually not. I don't appear in the last scene because I laughed so much at my friend who was wearing his father's trousers, which were a stretch material, and he was doing some rather obscene things with them. That was it. My face swelled up, and I couldn't. And Andy said, "Look, I can't shoot you like that." So it was really good fun. We were there in a beautiful hotel for 3 days, and we crowned the last night with a naked steeplechase around our balconies. So they were all on the same level with a fairly low wall. So we've gone moon boots and had a naked steeplechase. Yeah, it was really good fun.
Yeah, that's heaven. Oh yeah, always talk about this video being like the precursor pre-Faith George Michael, like the transition from Wham to the George Michael, because the look and all that, the fog hush out and the shorter hair. I'm a little mad he ain't talking about my favorite song in the video. What's it called? She won whatever she wants, something like that. She wants what she wants. Yep, everything she wants. Yeah, I'm surprised he ain't talk about that one.
Yeah, Edge of Heaven was the last video we made. We'd done the stadium tour in the States in summer of '85, and these were the guys that played with us for at least a couple of years by then, because they did the big tour with us, and some of them had done fantastic with the
RP Dion Estes.
We were fairly comfortable at that point. We felt that was the best way, and because Edge of Heaven actually is a far rockier kind of pop track than anything else that we'd done. We felt it lent itself to a sort of live audience and the live context. And I'm not sure. Well, Black and White. I'm Your Man was black and white as well. I think it's just it looks pretty good. It certainly does like more professional than Wham Rap, which it was. Yeah, we took the decision to bring Wham to a close a good year or so prior to the actual final show at Wembley. Yeah, we were well prepared. Hence, the context of the video itself.
And the thing about it though, they didn't end it on no bad term or nothing like that at all though, which was pretty cool. Though they did, you know what I'm saying, before you got one too, but yeah, they didn't end on a bad term. You know what I'm saying, they did it, they ended it right. You know what I'm saying, George went on to have his little success as well too. Andrew did his thing behind the scenes as well too. So it was pretty a good story to check out. So like I said, you haven't watched that Wham documentary, definitely check it out. So other than that, if you like my reaction, like, share, subscribe my YouTube channel. It's your boy T-Bear signing off. One love.